either the IRS, you know, depending on what standing you're in, the FBI, CIA, the United States government, and whatever other agency they have set up out there.
That's right.
Before your family would even get a piece of any of that.
Yeah, and a lot of you niggas, what you sold out anyway to get those riches, and you wicked as hell. But when you get them blessed or them so-called blessings from the devil, you turn into real niggas, man. You don't take care of your people or nothing.
Yep.
Okay, you donate to these bullshit charities. Don't tell me about niggas. Oh, they do charity events and charity fundraisers and stuff.
Yeah.
That's all bullshit. That's just tax write-offs for the most part.
That's it. And then that's the only reason why you do it, because you know that if you write a certain check for a particular charity that's acknowledged by the government, you're gonna get that money back. You're gonna get a tax write-off. So that's part of the game. Esau shows you how to try to dodge the IRS or everything. That's
anything. Right. But now, as far like Michael Jordan, which the Most High got something special for that fucking tar baby nigga, man. All right. I mean, yeah, he was a great athlete, one of the greatest athlete, the greatest basketball player, but that nigga ain't right, man. That nigga's a proud ass demon, and by you would figure by the Most High taking his father the way he did, you know, you would figure he probably changes. Nah, that nigga became even more wicked, man, and more proud. So and he thinks he's thinking like this. This nigga, he made a fortune dealing with Esau,
and he's still making money.
He's still making money being the sellout that he is, being the faggot. Oh yeah, Michael Jordan is a homosexual. All the women
all them entertainers out there are faggots, man.
Michael Jordan.
And lesbians.
Why do you think you see him doing fucking, what, Hanes or Hanes commercials with these damn crackers and shit like that? But the Most High is going to take Michael Jordan out. And all them riches he got, that it being a nigga about, he ain't going to even get to enjoy them.
That's right.
All right? Whatever he enjoyed now, that's it, man.
That's right.
All right? But,
finish that out.
Come. It says, the last verse. It says, so is he that layeth up treasure for himself, and is not rich towards the Most High. And Michael Jordan ain't rich towards the Most High.
That's right.
Because he don't even know the Most High. He don't pray to the Most High, nor do he give reverence to the men of the Most High.
And I'm going to tell you like this, all them entertainers, they know about Israel. They know about the Israelites in America, especially in New York. And not one of them has ever made any type of donation or paid any tithes to us. You know? Not one of them has ever acknowledged us. Not one of them has ever, you know, say, you know what, man, you brothers are telling the truth. You know, I'm with you, brothers. You know, I'm going to support you, brothers, or help you, brothers out, or whatever the case may be. Not one of them. Even that bitch Whitney Houston. You know, she knew about us, but she going all the way over there to the fucking land of Israel, to them jackasses out there in Dimona, Israel, which are down there in the desert. You want to be Israelites? You go out there in the desert, just like the fucking devil, the white man will do. They'll send you all the way out there to the damn desert. You want to be Israelite? Okay, go be out there in the desert by the nuclear silos. You could be an Israelite out there in the desert. You damn jackasses. So none of them so-called entertainers have ever done anything for the truth or for Israel. So now go from there to Romans, the 9th chapter, and I start at the 14th verse to the 23rd verse. And there's a lot of good meat in this chapter. Romans, the 9th chapter, is a key chapter to tie in all the scriptures with the Israelite foreigners. I mean, there's so much information in this one chapter. You can teach on this chapter for days. Forget about it.
Right, start at 14?
Start at the 14th verse to the 23rd verse.
Okay. Romans chapter 9, verse 14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid.
Right, because when you go back, it's talking about Jacob and Esau. Now, Jacob and Esau is a perfect example of the choosing of the wicked and the elect. You know? And the scriptures say, Paul was saying, what shall we say? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid. In other words, because the Most High chose one baby to be the righteous and the other baby to be the wicked, is there unrighteousness with the Most High? Is the Most High unrighteous to do this thing?
Can I read a little?
The Most High forbid. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Let me read verse 11 too real quick. It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil.
So where's free will? Before the babies were born, before they did any good or evil, before anything that they did, the Lord had already established this thing. Go ahead.
That the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand.
That the purpose of the Most High, according to what? Election of the Most High might stand. Why? Because the Lord has an election. So if the Lord has an election, and the elect will receive the knowledge and wisdom and understanding for salvation, and the rest of the people won't, where is free will?
There's no free will.
Wouldn't it make sense that if you had free will and you could read the scriptures and you'd be able to understand what salvation is all about, that you can choose salvation and do the things that the Lord say for you to do and be delivered? Would that not be considered free will? How come the Most High has an election if you have such thing as free will? Because you don't have such thing as free will. We are all robots for the Most High.
That's right.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Not of works, but of him that calleth.
Not of works, but of him that calleth. Go ahead.
All right, back to 15. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
Which goes back to the elect. Go ahead.
So then it is not of him that willeth.
It is not of him that willeth. All right, so this is the word, the Greek word thelo, from the word willeth in the book of Romans, the 9th chapter. All right, it's not of him that willeth, but of him, but the Most High that chooses. So the word thelo in the Greek means what?
Right, it means to will, have in mind, intend.
Meaning somebody that intends to do something. Just because you intend to do something, if the Most High is not with it, it ain't going to happen. Go ahead.
To be resolved or determined, to purpose.
Right, you have it deeply in your mind and deeply in your free will to do a particular thing, to serve the Lord or whatever the case may be. But the Most High, if he ain't with it, you ain't going to get it. Go ahead.
To desire, to wish, to love, to like, to do a thing, be fond of doing, to take delight in, have pleasure.
So it's not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that does the choosing.
Nor of him that runneth.
Nor of him that runneth. All right, so now this here in the same verse, this is the word runneth. And the word runneth comes from the Greek word trecho, where you get the word trek. You know, where you run. You know, that's when you're trekking or you're running, you're moving. So the word trecho is for the word runneth. And let's see what it says.
Right, it says to run, of persons in haste.
Of persons in haste. Because you got Esau that trying to run and trying to supposedly teach the gospel and teach the Bible, but the Most High ain't with them. So they're wasting their time.
Yeah. Of those who run in a race course, metaphorically, of doctrine rapidly propagated.
Right, because just because they propagate the word around the world fast, if it ain't the right gospel, it don't matter. It don't mean nothing. Yep. Go ahead. And Esau got the power to do that and the technology to do that.
Hell, they've done it.
They have done it.
So-called Christianity is all over the world.
Roman Catholicism, Jehovah's Wickedness, and all these other different so-called faiths that they got.
All over the world.
And it's all in vain. Go ahead.
It says, by a metaphor taken from runners in a race, to exert oneself, strive hard, to spend one's strength in performing or attaining something. Word occurs in Greek writings denoting to incur extreme peril, which it requires the exertion of all one's effort to overcome.
And they went through all kind of stuff to push out that Christianity and the Roman Catholicism and all those other philosophies, and to no avail. Mm-hmm. No matter, because you got these so-called white people that are televangelists. Mm-hmm. What's the 700 Club? Pat
Sajak.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, but
Pat Robertson.
Pat Robertson.
Yeah, Pat Robertson.
And all these other different televangelists that came before him. You know, they doing all this so-called work and supposedly going into the scriptures and the prophecy and then this. That don't mean shit. If you're not part of the elect, if you're not an Israelite, you ain't going. First of all, you got to be an Israelite. Yep. Second of all, being an Israelite is not the cutoff or the criteria. You have to be of the elect among the nation of Israel of the first fruits. The Israel of the Most High, that's right. Mm-hmm. So you ain't going to go nowhere if Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai didn't choose you. Go ahead.
Right. It says, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy.
But of the Most High that showeth mercy. Go ahead.
For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up.
Yep.
that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Right. So now it says, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name, there goes the name, you got that, Nasty Nate? Then that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Now I'm gonna give you brothers a little scenario. When the Lord put hell on Pharaoh, Pharaoh wanted to let Israel go from the very first moment.
Time. Yep, the first time.
He wanted to let Israel go. But what happened? He called Moses and he said, you know, he's going to let them go. But the Most High had hardened his heart. Yep. So where's free will?
Right.
Where's free will? Wait a minute. If Pharaoh seen that holding on to the children of Israel was detrimental to his kingdom and to his people, and he wanted to let them go, why wasn't he able to let them go out of free will? Free will would have told you, look, I'm the ruler of this great Egyptian empire. These people that are here, obviously their power got a beef with me, so I want to get these people far away from my people as possible, so I can continue to rule the way I was ruling before.
Right, without no problems.
Right, without no problems. Why wasn't he able to do that? Because the Most High hardened his heart. So there's no such thing as free will. Just
like with you today, Esau.
That's right.
You devils. Really, there's no free will with you. The Most High is making you harden. Because I mean, you got some of you devils. You would try to be nice and try to make things right, but the Most High is hardening your heart, man. All right. That's so the Most High can crush you.
That's right. Now dealing with that. That's one situation. Now what about Saul? Saul being the king of Israel, when he went off with the Amalekites, he repented. He wanted to come back and serve the Lord. He even, when Samuel died, he even brought Samuel back from the grave. And he said, look, the Lord won't answer me in dreams and prophecies and none of that. And then what does Samuel tell him? The Lord hath rejected thee. But Saul of himself, of his free will, he wanted to go back and serve the Lord. Why wasn't he able to serve the Lord? Because the Lord wasn't having him. And why did he go off and not kill the Amalekite king and the best of their beasts? Because the Most High put it in his spirit not to do that. Why? Because the Most High was making a way for his real king, King David, to come into power. So where was the free will then?
Yeah.
Saul, if it was up to Saul, his free will, he would have still been king over Israel.
Yeah.
But the Most High didn't want that. Why? Because there's no such thing as free will. Judas Iscariot.
Right.
Judas Iscariot didn't want to betray the Lord. Yep. He did that because he really knew that Yahweh had power.
He knew he was the Lord.
And he knew he could bring down the Roman Empire. He knew that he would bring the Roman Empire down, but they all thought that it was going to happen back then. But he wasn't able to do it. Why? Because he didn't have no such thing as free will.
Right, because Yahweh even told him ahead of time. So he could have easily just said, you know what? Because Yahweh said, look, have not I chosen you 12?
And one of you is the devil. And that was one of the scriptures we had. Oh, no, but that's all right. That's all right. That just shows you how the spirit goes.
Sorry, man.
No, brother. That's how show you how all night the spirit has been like that. You know, there's certain scriptures we're not going to be able to get to. You know, because we don't have time. We're running out of time, so we're going to try to wrap this up as soon as possible. But that's one of the scriptures that we had on the list.
Yeah, because if he had free will, when Yahweh said, he said who was going to be.
That's it.
Him that dippeth
the sop with me.
At the same time.
Right.
And so Judas Iscariot could have said, you know what? I'm not going to betray you. I got free will. I don't want to do that.
Exactly.
I know that you to look, but he didn't have free will.
And then right after that happened, it says Satan entered into him.
And what Yahweh told him?
He said, that which thou doest, do it quickly.
Oh, man.
So he left and went to do his thing. And it wasn't his free will to say, you know what, I'm not going to betray the Lord because you know what, I know that this is the Lord. I'm going to stay a part of the 12, you know, because we got a kingdom to build. That was his lot. That was his lot. Yeah. That's why when you go back to the prophecy in the book of Psalms, the 109th chapter, it said, let another take his bishopric. Right. Or his lot. Okay?
That's heavy, man.
So he doesn't have any. There's no such thing as free will. If you go through the scriptures with understanding and you see all the Legion. Now Legion was a man in the grave that the Lord pulled out over 2,000 demons off him and put him in the pigs, and they ran violently and died. Now Legion wanted to follow the Lord. His free will and his payback to the Lord and his gratitude to the Lord was, look, I want to serve you. I want to follow you because I see this great power that you have and the great things you did for me. I want to go serve, and he wanted to serve him.